Some amazing boxing right there for sure. Get it, get it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time for our tale of the Sugar Tartan Tornado. Josh Taylor, one of the best fighters in the history of the United Kingdom and certainly out of Scotland. The undisputed light welterweight champion of the world.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
Listen, when you've got two people that want to fight, two fighters that really dislike each other, you're going to get more than a fight.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Exchange here from both men. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Catch and shoot. Hook misses. He threw a punch and just got countered. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Big shots from... Oh, wait a minute! Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. Disaster averted.
Bing Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
So much for being a good sport here. They're going to taunt. Swing and a miss with that hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Every second, every minute of this.
Need to go back out.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Beautiful counter punch. A perfect counter lands. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter-puncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
That hook won't score. And he scores with the counter. Well done with that counter shot. Nice counter shot. Good looking right hook, but that was blocked. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. There's a counter. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance.
He knows I'm dominating him right now.
Start round 3. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Fighters landing in these exchanges, judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Well, wait a minute. One of the best fighters Scotland's ever produced is in trouble. Down goes Taylor. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
This is again.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, and we continue.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
What was in it?
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Taylor in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
I love the response.
Let's refill.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. A perfect counter shot. These two fight. Whoa, wait a minute! Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Those counterpunches have to hurt. It's nothing but air on that left uppercut. Nice slip to avoid the jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
We're better than that.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Another scoring shot there. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
Hard, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage.
Wait, he's not getting knocked?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them?
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Robinson hit hard, and he may be ready to go. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back on him. That could never happen.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Did you see that? And it's code red time for Josh Taylor. Robinson in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special.
This is a match.
Here we go in the 6th round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Punch, counter punch. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
And waited. Caught him off guard.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
This is a match. Bring it on.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Good counter punching. The jab doesn't quite connect. Total domination with 10 seconds to go.
Round 7.
In that last round.
6-7.
1 minute between rounds. This fighter wished it was 10 minutes.
It's a match.
He's going to be confident.
Round 7, here we go. Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
2 knockdowns, and you're
Now
coming
it's
back
time
from
for him
that.
to waste all his
That's
energy
near
right
on
here.
impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs
tired
will feel
too, I
like
know
jelly.
that.
What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
I'm gonna wait. Come on, I need him to waste all his energy for round 8.
That jab doesn't score. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Because you've got a good chin, does it?
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Yeah. Pow.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. So much firepower here. Straight right just misses. Blocks that right hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
Last round.
Robinson in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
That was a terrible round, that was.
And we enter the 8th round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are done. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I go in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there, because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, that's notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. That punch lands. Josh Taylor.
What?
They get a replay from a different angle.
I need to see that again.
Oh, it's too close to him, bro.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Let's see who won. Let's see who won. Let's see who won.
So close, but so far a
That's fair.
split decision loss. Man, that one has got to
That's
hurt,
fair. That's
Johnny.
fair.
These
That's
guys
fair.
are doing
That's
their
fair.
job right at the corner.
Fair.
Exactly.
Fair.
You know, I might have been around that or two, but these guys have got
That's
it
a
right.
good match. That was a
Well,
good match.
even fight,
That was a
even
good
match.
match.
I'd have noted that as well.
That was a good, hell of a match. Damn, by 1 point. GG. Good match, bro. His name is really 21G. Good match, bro. Nah, that's a good guy. That was a good match. Nah, I gotta post that fight. That's a fight, bro. That's a hell of a fight. What? That's a fight. Yeah. Whoa.
Look at this venue. What a remarkable scene for hopefully what will be a remarkable fight. We are live at Falcor Bay. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Oh, this is about to be a good match. Why are we both the
It's
same
the
guy?
Pac-Man making his way to the ring, a man that doesn't even need an introduction, an absolute legend. What hasn't Pac-Man done? One of the most recognizable boxers in the history of the sport. It's the Pac-Man. How intimidating would it be to look up and see this man about to fight you? He is one of the absolute best in the history of boxing.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from General Santos City in the Philippines, truly one of the all-time greats, boxing's first and only 8-division champion.
A lot of pre-match drama, and they will settle their score under the sun here in this outdoor venue.
This is like being at a carnival. The fans are happy to be outside, and on top of that, they've got a fight to watch.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Perfect counter shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Perfect counter lands. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Both of these athletes' gas tanks are going to be tested. Endurance will be the key on an afternoon like this one.
If you are on the losing side of this fight and the heat is on, it's the worst place to be, so you've got to make sure you prepped right for this. And right now, I'm looking to fight that doesn't look like they're prepped right.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfect.
Well, hold on a second, Johnny. Pacquiao is rocked. And down goes Pacquiao.
I hate playing with the same players, bro.
Technique on that headshot.
I gotta quit, bro. I don't like playing with the same players, bro. Nah, I can't take that off. Nah, it's gonna be on my record. I can't.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
God, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
That jab misses. That jab doesn't find a home. They exchange punches. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Johnny, you would know this better than me, but I would hate fighting someone with this swarmer style. They don't let you breathe. They don't let you get off the ropes. You can't get your offense off. You just got to deal with them.
You are fighting the swarmer. Be smart, be sharp, concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that swarmer, once you do that, you're giving a man a chance that shouldn't have it.
Holding nothing back here in the round. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
You've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back.
Let's see what it is.
There's the bell for round three. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet, not until your senses have come back.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Nice counter. No rest for the weary. Good counter punch. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Good counter punching. He misses with that straight left. They block the left there. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. That seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
This guy, you're much better. He's not no. Good work. That's it. Now breathe, breathe. Just get your breath back. Get back on him this round.
Here we go to the fourth round. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Having a hard time finding a home with that right uppercut. You've got someone with that hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
What you've got to do, Teddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You'd like to see more jabs. Caution being thrown to the wind. And they are delivering. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round.
Now you've let him back into it.
There's the bell to start round 5. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Is Pacquiao going to go down after that shot? And now they're right back into the fray.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Nice counter shot. Nice exchange here from both men. Those counter punches have to hurt. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Just keep on. Round up, win the round.
Let's start the 6. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
We have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed. It's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
How about that time counter shot? Pacquiao might be in some big trouble here. Is he going to go down? And right back into the fray.
What caught sleeping on the job? What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
You know, you've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Nice round, good round. I like that. I'm happy. Just the same again.
Here comes round 7. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this battle?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Beautiful counter punch. Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Oh, Pacquiao is seeing stars after that one. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Caution is being thrown to the wind. He threw a punch and just got countered. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look.
Got to see that again.
Well, he's got Bambi legs walking back to the corner, but he's still in it.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
Listen, the fight's not over.
And there's the bell for round 8. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs are feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Incredible work rate. Punch, counter punch. Can't find a home with that jab. And he just missed with that left jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Pacquiao there got clipped clean. And that's it. A unanimous decision win.
This is the last.
Not bad, I guess. GG.
Bro, the thing about